Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to Big Brother, where we are here to discuss Big Brother UK, and I think it's day 18.
Oh Christ, I've not been keeping an eye on that.
I think it is. But who knows? Who can say?
The episode after the one we just did yesterday.
Which is today.
Hello, I'm Alex.
Hello, I am Ben.
And if you want to get in touch with us, you can find us on our Linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all the links to our social media and all the ways you can watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your favourite podcast apps. Don't forget to comment underneath the videos if you enjoy listening to them. Please give us a 5-star review, follow, like, subscribe, and all the good stuff. At the moment, we're covering Big Brother, but we're also covering Celebrity Traitors UK, and all 3 of the episodes are out right now for you to listen or watch as well. And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful or coff.ee/faithful, and on there you can give us £5 donation, which helps toward the show.
Thank you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Have a good one. Not much to talk about, was there, really, on this Big Brother? Bit of a slow...
Oh no, even the housemates were so bored they had to make their own fun.
Yes,
Tasia.
Tasia decided to introduce the house to her talent, which was bending backwards, which, don't get me wrong, I could never do. But at the same time, I felt like that was a very weak talent. I mean, Richard's
All
talent...
of them were weak.
No, it's a...
What?
Baby shoes for sale, never worn.
That's not his own thing, though. That's an actual known... It's like an example everyone uses where create a short story, you can create one in 6 words, and that's the one that everyone does. So it's not even an original...
Okay, you create a 6-word story right now. Go.
For sale.
I got one.
Baby shoes, never worn.
Oh, that's very good.
For sale, party thong, worn lots.
Or worn once. Maybe they got... That could insinuate that you bought the thong for your wedding night, wore it, they had a heart attack during the... woohoo. And then they died.
Condom on side, never worn.
Condom used once for sale.
I didn't say for sale in my 6-word story, thank you.
How about...
Big Brother.
No, I can't think. It's really hard.
Young love, breakup.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, this is...
Should we do the entire podcast in 6-word story?
It could do. It's like a Taskmaster task, isn't it?
Take topless. Caroline
wet.
Smile.
Caroline wet.
Drink tequila.
Tate really did know the cameras were on him, didn't he? Like, he had his top off for the whole of that moment. I know, you love him.
No, I don't. Well, he's okay.
But
he did his magic.
He did. To be fair to Tate, if I was in that house, I would love to learn that magic trick, because that was quite cool, to be fair. That was quite cool when he took the apple, cored it, and then there was 2 apple parts, and then there was a full apple. That was quite smart. Although a waste of food, some might argue, but still.
Especially on an economy budget.
Especially on that. But you saying, you hinted at Elsa and Marcus's love.
Yes.
But is it love? Because Marcus,
Elsa said love, did they?
Oh, Caroline mentioned love. Elsa, look, Marcus.
Look, Marcus. You're not very good at this, are you?
But Marcus didn't respond. Elsa, very sad. Elsa sees demons. Elsa sees demons?
There's a lot of religious talk on this episode as well.
It really was a religious episode.
So it was all going on. I mean, there were just a lot of the housemates lounging around the house.
It was just general chit-chat
They're all a bit sleepy and tired now. Marcus looked really tired. He had bags under his eyes. That's all the sleepless nights. Did you have sex? Oh, I'm so naughty. That was Caroline, by the way.
Elsa didn't like it, did she?
No.
6-year story.
She took Marcus into the snug to have a chat. The snug's being used loads this series, by the way.
Well, it cuts from the snug to the snug to the snug quite often.
That's what I mean.
Caroline mentioned love in the talent show.
Here's the lovebirds.
The lovebirds.
Marcus went, love, L-O-V-E.
I don't believe in that. The same way that... is it Kerry doesn't believe in evolution? Jenny, sorry, doesn't believe in evolution. So
that was an interesting chat, wasn't it?
Yes, but no, yeah. So I mean, poor Elsa. She wants to tell Marcus that she loves him. She wants him to know that she loves him, but Marcus is not reciprocating the same feelings. And he said it's a very strong word.
Yeah. That's the thing. She took him to the snug, and she thought when she said that to him, she thought he was going to turn around and say, "Oh, I do love you." And then they were going to hug and it was going to be all happy. Yeah. But instead he said, "Oh yeah, I don't like, that's a really strong word. I don't like it just being thrown around too much." And then he finished his sentence.
Yeah, then that was it. And then
didn't say it back to Elsa, and then that upset her.
Well, then that
5
sadly
minutes.
led to Elsa then having those weird shots. I must say, ITV, where there was like a collection of shots that you took at different times of the day, very close up to her face. There was one of her mouth, there was one of her eyes.
She was like holding the cross, and it's like, what's going on?
It's sucking the cross.
There's a really odd episode about religion on this one. I don't quite know what was going on. And science. And Jenny doesn't believe that science is...
Because aliens... I think she needs to watch more of the History Channel. But also, aliens that's not even a sub-subject of science. It's like, I really wanted Cameron to kind of like point out to Jenny that just because aliens isn't proven necessarily, then it doesn't necessarily mean that science itself doesn't exist. And I felt like he could have used a better reason. Like, I did think, oh, well done. You said, have you ever seen a kangaroo? No. But then Jenny said, but have you ever seen a photo of one? And it was like, no, yes, of course. Yeah, have you seen that? What he should have said is Cameron says, can you see oxygen?
Or God.
Yeah, or God.
That she just said that she believed in.
But you believe in God, yes. That was very, very good. That's what she should have done, yes.
My talent.
That is your talent. What about other people's talents? I really want to talk about other people's talents. Like Elsa can make up a song on the spot.
That
was brilliant. I'm in the diary room.
I think she used up
okay.
She used up her most of her lyrics in the diary room, sadly, and then when it came to actually doing it in front of Marcus as a love song, it didn't really go down very well.
Was it a love song? Oh yeah, was it?
Oh, I don't really know what it was. Sam sung a weird... Is that the type of songs that he sings when he goes to the schools about bullying? Like, it was a weird, like, we're all together, we're all here together. And I was thinking that he's just relaying something that he does in the schools, I think, here. And he thought he did really well.
He genuinely thought he deserved to win, though.
No.
The prize was a massage from Caroline as well, so it was all to go for. It was all to fight for, which is why Richard put in such a good effort.
Nancy's talent isn't that she can speak 9 languages in a conversation, or it's that she can twerk. So I was like, well, that's a bit of a crap. You know, you have all this intelligence in your head. You could have done a conversation with 4 languages in front of everyone.
Yeah, she could have had a fake conversation with herself in the 4 different languages, because I would have been baffled and amazed at the same time over that. And she did show I feel like there was a hint of jealousy when Jenny got up and started rapping.
They get focused on her face, didn't they? Yeah. So Jenny was rapping. Shola just went over backwards and then stood up.
Tasia Shola?
Tasia?
If you said Tasia Fashola.
No, Tasia went over backwards. She
literally bent over backwards.
And then that was it.
Caroline was the host. Yeah. Zila was Simon Cowell. Faye Shola was Alicia Dixon.
Cameron Kay was Louis Walsh.
Oh, that's right.
From Celebrity Big Brother.
From Celebrity Big Brother fame, yes. So Caroline was Sharon Osbourne. From Celebrity Big Brother fame, 2020.
Trying desperately not to be racist on Big Brother, but not quite succeeding. So yeah, Sharon Osbourne.
Sharon Osbourne, yeah. Tate was the magic. Richard.
Do you think they were setting up a weird thing between Caroline and Tate to this episode? Because Marcus, when Richard won, he came out and spoke to Marcus and Tate in the hot tub, and they were like, "Oh yeah, your prize is Caroline giving you a massage, but would you really want her to do that?"
Which surprised me for Richard. That was quite a dig at Caroline, to be fair, which surprised me of Richard.
And like Tate was like, actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind. And I was like, okay. And then later on, they kept focusing on Caroline and Tate being very close and touchy and flirty, and Tate wasn't against it.
Tate undid his top and pushed his muscles into Caroline's face. Maybe Tate likes the older woman.
That's what I think. He let her rumble around in his pockets as well.
Chance for you yet then, isn't there? If you like the older woman.
Oh, yes. Take anyone. He's just down the road as well.
I mean, it's not uncalled for, young men like older women for the experience.
Well, that's what I think that's going on. That's why he was never interested in Nancy, like she thought he was going to be. So, yeah, I'm wondering if they're setting something up there, a little storyline for us.
How interesting. So, yeah, Tate and Caroline, that's the love story we really want on this show.
That's the real love, not the fake showmance of Marcus and Elsa.
You say it's fake. I still think in Elsa's mind, it's completely there on point. It's just that Marcus, I think it's faker for Marcus.
It's a stopgap for Marcus,
which is an unfair thing to say for Elsa. Poor Elsa. Yeah, Richard and Caroline, after their kind of week-long Richard living rent-free in her head, Caroline's decided that she is now forgiven Richard for the gameplay and the games they played with each other.
My balls.
She's still going on about those balls. The whole house were like, oh, give it a rest, Caroline.
That's when she suddenly changed her tune. Did you notice that? She mentioned her balls. Everyone in the house went, oh, you're still going on about your 10 eyeballs that you've now spent. And then she decided to change her mind and maybe make a fake friendship with him. I don't trust anything she says or does. So,
well, Caroline's quite openly said now that she wants to disrupt the house. She's got 2 weeks now where she can do what she likes before she leaves. She's expecting to go. I think she's clearly playing up for the crowd outside the house. She's basically thinking, well, if I can't get people to like me in the house, then I'm going to get people to like me outside the house by being the disruptor. She's doing it by pretty much giving little suspicions to Nancy about everyone. Mm-hmm. Like she's using Nancy as like kind of like her pawn to like play like the way she wants. So she's kind of whispering things about the group. She's saying that she's even using Sam now. She's saying like, oh, if Sam was still to stay in here, he'd straight run away from me. You know, we're not friends particularly.
This is where the secret room comes into play.
Indeed.
I feel like we should just vote Nancy to go into the secret room. As a collective.
I think Nancy.
Put her in the room, see how Sam reacts. He's obviously going to do what Caroline has said. Nancy's going to be what? Yes.
Well, don't forget, though, that Zila has openly now said to Faye Shola that he believes that Sam he doesn't have as much trust or like for Sam as he used to have for him. And that something's happened between them that he can't quite put his finger on. But like, you know, they kind of now don't click as much as they used to. So I think Sam will have a hard time kind of intertwining himself back into that group. So I think Caroline might be off the mark a little bit there.
Do you think it will backfire and Nancy will see Caroline talking shit about her?
Yes. Oh, 100%. Because that's what Caroline's doing to everyone right now. So Caroline's talking shit about Tasia to whoever listened. She's talking shit about Richard to whoever will listen. She's clearly going the kind of like the secret route of getting everyone to kind of like talk about each other. So she's being quite smart, I suppose. Instead of doing it out loud and brash and kind of shouting like, oh, you don't like me and this and the other, she's now kind of doing it in the secret, quiet way.
I'm not fully against this. I mean, I don't particularly like Caroline as a person, but as like doing this sort of crap as a housemate, it creates content.
It's entertaining. I mean, they wouldn't have
stops them lying around just putting face masks on.
Yeah, but I found that quite entertaining. I quite like it. There's nothing wrong to showing like two groups of friends, like, you know, having a good time together. But yes, obviously you kind of go into Big Brother hoping that there's going to be, you know, a little bit of, you know, disruption and game playing between them all. I just think that Caroline, the only reason Caroline's doing this is because she's basically run out of options and now she's decided that she is now the disruptor. But I think any other time, I think if it had gone the other way and she was part of the group that were like the ones that seemed to rule the roost, as she's put it, around the house, then I think Caroline would be in a completely different situation and she wouldn't. And if you notice that no one else is kind of like talking about each other in an overly negative way, like they may say like, oh, I don't really get along with this person or I don't really like this person, but they're still getting along with each other. And Caroline's the only one who's deliberately talking to people about others in a very negative, passive way, almost aggressive some ways. And so it's, you know, I feel like she's doing it out of necessity of survival rather than that's what she had planned to do at the beginning.
You know, if she does it well, and obviously she doesn't know this is happening, but we've got Nancy in the room with two housemate situations.
If that happens,
they'll be watching. If, depending on what they see, she could have 3 people coming in on her side for what we know next week, possibly, and it could turn the tables a bit. Because otherwise the group is going to be very much... they're going to pick off the people that they want to pick off. Zayla
and Faye Shola are very much thumbing the scale when it comes to who is up for nomination, let's be honest. And I don't think they're doing it in a necessarily a sneaky way. It's just that it's
just how it's going.
They have the influence in the house, let's be honest. They are the mother and the father of the house, and they're the ones that people seem to gravitate toward and want to talk with and be around, and have opinions that most people want to listen to and discuss and be around. And you're right. I think if Nancy had some sort of influence in another room or house, and then they all came out together as a team, Caroline would obviously grab those with both hands, and then there would then be a little bit of the scale would tip the other way.
Especially if Sam does keep his distance, that would be 5 of them then in a group.
I don't think Sam would out of choice not hang around with Zila and Faye Shola. I just think that they've got this feeling, this vibe that they're not welcome in that group anymore. And as I said, it was almost confirmed today by Zila when he had that conversation with Faye Shola.
What about this comment then? We have a comment on our Spotify episode.
Get the comment underneath.
Ames85.
Hi Ames.
They say, obviously, We all know that Richard was a guinea pig that ended up in the show. We mentioned that when he came in, he was spotted as one. They trial the house to see make the cameras and the games work. He was one of those housemates, and he's now a full housemate. And this week is a fake eviction.
Yes.
Richard said in the nomination something along the lines of, just because you were nominated doesn't necessarily mean that you were going. So do you think he knows about the secret room from his original go as a guinea pig?
Really guinea pig role? No, because I don't think they would have experimented that. I don't think they would have.
I think what he was meaning was
that way,
because he was up for nomination, wasn't he? He thought he was going, but he didn't go. So just because you're put up for nomination doesn't mean you're going, I think is what he meant.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have trialed that much. I mean, maybe he knew about like the eyeballs and the currency, maybe, because he was very keen to keep at the beginning.
Oh, I think
he was
common
a bit
sense.
keen to keep hold of things, and maybe he knew something along those lines from the guinea pig thing, but I don't know.
I think common sense would dictate that like the currency at some point was going to be used as a way of staying in the game via voting or immunity. So I think Richard, yes, he worked that out, but I think others worked it out too. It's just that Richard was more aggressive toward it. The secret room, it kind of goes back to what we said in the last episode, which is whether that secret room was a plan via ITV from day one, or whether the secret room is something they've just decided to introduce now.
Yeah.
So there you go. So if that's the case, then of course Richard doesn't know anything about the secret room. But again, it might be that Richard is such a, if you're going on a show like Big Brother, I always am wary of people who go on reality TV shows, especially very well established ones, and then say to everyone, I've never seen an episode of Big Brother before.
Or what, like that guy last year?
Yeah, and it's like, yes, you have. You know exactly what Big Brother's about. Even if you've never seen an episode, you still know the idea, the premise, the format of Big Brother. So it's a silly thing to say of like, use it as a kind of justification of like, I'm very naive and I have no idea what's going on. What's going on? Where's the cameras watching me? Richard must have watched Big Brother, or is a fan, or is a watcher of Big Brother. And so Richard knows how the game is played. And, to be fair, Richard, as an older person from the house, and the same could be extended to Caroline, they may have watched Big Brother from the very first series back in 2000, while the younger people...
There's probably an audition tape of Richard from 25 years ago somewhere in the Channel 4
very well. Could well
basement.
Be. He could be gushing over Davina right now as we talk. But, the younger people, Big Brother, watching clips or full episodes of old series, especially like very old series from series 1, 2, 3, even forgotten seasons, they're quite hard to find on like YouTube. Clips are okay, but full episodes, you'll be hard pushed to find them. And so if Richard's been watching it from the very beginning, he knows how Big Brother works, so he gets the idea of the format. Younger people, they just have memories of what the ITV and maybe glimpses of the Channel 5 series. And so, they won't have quite the same idea of what maybe is going on in the house. But then I think it's silly to say that anyone's naive to what Big Brother is. And, for him to say, oh, I think there's a secret room. They've used secret room before in the ITV series, haven't they, in the past? They did it when they had the security camera series, remember? And it was the first series of ITV. And they did the security task. And there was 3, George and 2 others, I forget who it was, and they were in that bedsit, and they were able to watch what they watched live in front of the house.
This.
Yes, I do, because then they got to choose who their friends and family could come into the house and give a message, and they had to sit facing forward. Remember? I might be mixing up 2 different tasks.
No,
remember they all
on
sat
ITV or Channel 5?
ITV series, the very first episode series,
Jordan one. Yeah,
they all had to sit forward. And then they had the choice of 3 people to come in security.
Yeah.
And then they could come in, but they weren't allowed to turn around and look at them. They could only listen to them talking.
Yeah, because that girl's boyfriend came in.
That's it. And I may be mixing up 2 different tasks here, but I also remember in the same series that they also had the bed sit, and there was 3 of them sat in that bed sit, and they could listen to the house. Only in certain moments of the day, they were like given like a half an hour glimpse. And it was normally when Big Brother would interfere, and he'd be like, "This is Big Brother. I have the house to ask a question. Who do you wish was coming back to the house who's been evicted?" And there's questions like that. So yes, so they've done it before. Is my point. They've done it before. They know about it, so it'll probably happen. So they probably know it will happen again. Because let's be honest,
you're like Cameron Kay telling one of his long, boring stories.
No, that's not Cameron Kay. That's Richard.
No, it's Cameron Kay.
And Cameron Kay. But long story short, is that they've run out of ideas and they're just repeating them, so they're bound to happen again in the end.
Well, we might as well cancel Big Brother then.
Just cancel Big Brother. I've had enough of it. Why are we doing this podcast? Let's go home.
There you go. So
shorter episode, but then there's not much to talk about. And if you want more of our podcast, then I would... Sorry, is there anything else you wanted to say?
No.
If you want more of this podcast, we talk about the traitors in great detail, episodes 1 to 3 so far of the UK Celebrity Traitors. We also do other series, but you can find that on our backlog. But don't forget to follow us and subscribe and look for us on our Linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2. If you prefer, you can just Google Faithful 2 Podcast or Faithful to the Traitors Podcast or Faithful to Big Brother Podcast. I just want people to find us. I want people to have a good time.
What if you don't use Google?
Go to DuckDuckGo and do the same search, Faithful 2 Podcasts. And if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful or coff.ee/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 or more donation to help with the show. But the main important thing is, if you found the show and you like us, tell your friends, subscribe, give us 5-star reviews. Right. Do it.
Well then, we will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.